Finally, you can hear me! So I did a bunch of tests. I got my new mic, as you can see. I did a bunch of tests. Everything was working. Everything. And it might be loud. I don't know. Like I said, there's going to be some finicking that has to be done. Some finessing, finicking, some messering, whatever. Loud? Okay. Is it still loud? I mean, like I said, I could turn it down. Turning it down. That background is neat. Oh yeah, you like the Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Brian's face. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? HTG Brian here. It's been not very long since we saw each other last. A significant amount has happened though. Like really it has. I want to welcome everybody to the December game break. Of course, you know, first things first. Welcome back. Make sure my buttons are working. Nothing ever works, so I do want to give a shout out to the early notification squad, which was Occupied, Monsta, and Brian. Now, as this is a game break, we'll probably save all the chat shout outs till after we get done with the majority of the stuff, as a lot of people like to watch this, but they don't want to have all the chat stuff because they're watching it later, and it's just better for them. So we're going to get to the meat and potatoes, as I like to say. We're going to get through this, and then we'll hang out, and we'll do some shout outs and all that fun stuff. So, today's the final day of the year for me. Some of you have already surpassed that. That's awesome. This has been a crazy year. Really, it's been a very terrible year for, I mean, everybody. I mean, I don't think there's one person on the planet that said this year was the best year they've ever had. Some people may have excelled. I actually hit some goals that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to hit at the beginning of the year, and I hit them. I succeeded in a lot of stuff, but also there was a lot of hang-ups and stuff along the way too. So anyways, I just wanted to talk a little bit about our stats. I just wanted to, oh, look at that. There's some whoopsie. Let me get this moved out of the way. Let's well, I'm getting all sorts of stuff. Come on, buttons work. There we go. Sometimes it takes a minute. Let me find my layer here and get some organization here. I swear this was all ready. It was already ready, buddy. All right, let's grab this, and then let's move this down. All right, you can see there, our channel analytics are actually up. They're actually in the positivo. Definitely good to see. And you know, all of our watch time and our views is actually up significantly, 5% or higher, which puts us in the green. So we got 6% and 10%. To be honest with you, I was really hoping we were going to maintain 1 million views a month. Now, when COVID first hit back in February, March, and everyone started initially becoming locked down, our views and our watch time skyrocketed. We were well over 1 million views in a 28-day period. Subscribers were like at like almost 3,000. We were flying at an unbelievable rate. And obviously, right, lots of people were home working on games, finding us, just, you know, maybe rediscovering us as they were rediscovering their games and their backlog and everything. And so those numbers were amazing. And I can't thank you guys enough. Like, I know that this has been a really tough year. And like I said, I don't think anybody can sit back and say that this is the best year they've ever had. But I would like to say thanks to you guys, and a lot because of the scenarios that we were put in. But thanks to you guys, we had one of our best statistical years ever. You know, there was a few years back that we had one like this too, and I don't know if that was an anomaly or if it was just maybe high density game releases or whatever. But as you guys know, even lots of videos going up every day. I mean, I uploaded almost every single day this year. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I think I missed like 6 days, 5 to 7, 6, 7 days. I know nobody trusts my math, but ultimately I uploaded almost every single day. And by upload, I mean either streamed, which we streamed Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and then I uploaded videos Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Those videos were like Lego Star Wars, Lego Indie, Last of Us Part 2. We had all sorts of stuff. This was a crazy year for us. We uploaded, I think, about 460 videos, I think was what. So over 1 per day, ultimately, but they didn't necessarily release like that. But it's crazy. So thank you guys so much for supporting us and continuing to like help us grow, hanging out in the chat. I know not everybody's personalities match up. We're sort of hitting some plateau points on some of those, and hopefully we'll get through that. You know, and feel free to talk and ask and all that stuff. But I see a lot of people showing up right now. Karate Joe, a lot of the regulars. Alex, what's up? Good to see you. Nama's out there. Connie, what's up? Like I said, I'll get to a lot of the shout outs. Robert, I see you. God Knight, aka Ben, I see you too. But yeah, ultimately, we had statistically an amazing year, and obviously it was wrapped in a funk of because this was a terrible year. I mean, most people experienced some pretty big turbulence at some point in this year, whether they lost somebody, lost their job, multiple things. It's crazy. So big hugs, shout outs, thanks, loves, high fives, all that stuff to you guys. A lot of people ask me, is this your day job? It technically is. I do some other graphic design work, and I do have some other things from time to time with like websites and stuff that pop up that I do tend to pad the pockets a little bit with. But ultimately, this has become my main staple, and it's ultimately because of you guys and your continued support. I'd like to think that it's partially because of like my positive, peppy attitude and smiles, but Nam will just shoot that down, so I won't even try. All right, moving on to the next hot topic. Real quick too, did you guys see that? We were legit. This was taken yesterday. This screenshot was yesterday. Let me see where we're at now. I was wanting and hoping that we were going to hit 135K by the time the stream started, and then I was going to maybe try to sneak a nice graphic in there. But unfortunately, some other stuff happened, and I had to slide in a different type of graphic, and I know it won't be as meaningful to you as it is to me, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let's see here. Come on. So I hate this. There's this menu on the left side of YouTube, and if you half page, like kind of minimize the window, it scrunches up the what would be long buttons into small little tabs. It's a great feature. I love it. The one problem I have though is that the top button is dashboard and the second button is live subscriber count. They conflict with each other all the time. So I have to full screen the page to make sure I get it. Looking at it, we are 134,946. I don't think I have a live button anymore. I used to have a button that I could turn on. It doesn't look like it's there anymore. I often sift through the buttons. Do I remember your LB3 vids? Oh, the live streams? Oh yeah. That was fun. Let's see here. Yes, lots of you are coming in here. Happy New Year to you all. I know that some of you have already had the big ball drop or whatever. Some of you are waiting to. I know that we're one of the last people to actually get to experience it. We still have 6 hours and some change left. So almost 7 hours. All right, next up on the list. This is way behind, and I'll explain it as you guys check this out. This is just proof, okay? This is just proof. I just want to prove to you guys. It is happening. We are actually recording. I know it says 0%. This is the first video. Prove. Some of you have suggested that I stream Spyro. Some of you asked and requested guides for Spyro. We bounced it back and forth across the team. Some of us had never played it, like myself. Some of us had played it and thought it was easy and it would be a good game for the channel / also great.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000...
I'll can it. Bye. Sorry. I thought I rendered it with no audio, but I guess I didn't. My bad. You're officially dead. My bad! It's gone. We got it. We're good. It seems like the stream is way behind. Seems like it's way behind. Huh. Regardless, yeah, see, you guys are... Maybe it's just taking a while to type. Don't worry, we got it covered. Right? We're good? Can I move on now? There's still messages coming in. I just want to make sure we're all good. So this is happening. So Adam wrote a guide for it. And he is on pause for the second and third game. The first game is extremely easy, but there are some things that could provide some help. Most of these videos are going to be 6 to 10 minutes long, and so not having an official level list, like you can kind of pick and choose the levels you want. We opted to go after all the skills, and I told Reese I'm not going to upload any video until we get all the skills. And I think there's like 15 skills. I think we've got 8 of them now. 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. So we're over halfway as far as the recordings go. And the reason for that is that I want to be able to pad the uploads. I also had some Lego indie stuff that I wanted to get out there. And I didn't realize last month when I was talking about, oh, we're done with Lego indie. I was totally a noob, and I expressed this a lot. Getting to see your achievements for a 360 game on an Xbox One was something I wasn't aware of how to do. So I needed some help. I had to find that out. And when I finally figured that out, I'd already beat story, free play, and I bought a bunch of characters. I bought, red bricks, a bunch of stuff, right? I just knew that I had, like, the last characters I unlocked. Like, I had no idea, like, that there was, like, a bunch more left in regards of achievements. So, turned out there were 17 or 18 achievements that I needed. What? So, I've been uploading those. You guys have probably noticed. I skipped today because I didn't want to double down on content that was both kind of iffy. I know that not everybody loves the game breaks. Not everybody loves our Lego content because it's, right now it's old, right? It's not the new stuff. Once Skywalker comes out, the views are going to be different. People are going to be responding differently. Comments are going to return. Nobody comments anymore. I mean, some people comment, but the new videos, hard to get any comments, which is crazy. And it just tells me that a majority of people aren't necessarily needing those right now. And we knew that. There's this kind of filler stuff until the new Lego stuff comes out. But essentially, the goal is, this is the goal. I'm hoping that this Sunday will be the final Sunday for Lego Harry Potter. And that between now and not Sunday, but the following Sunday, I will be able to get some more Spyro done, as well as finish up the last, I've got 4 or 5 videos left that need to be released. One of them's ready for audio. 2 or 3 of them are like 3 minutes long. It's super easy. They're really grindy, farmy kind of, but they're easy tips and tricks videos. So I feel like they're going to be helpful to you guys, or to some people, right? So I'm hoping to get those all done and up on the channel and then released and then done with the releases of that, so that not Sunday, but the following Sunday. So like 10 days from now, whatever it is, 11 days from now, we'll be looking at the final stream. As you guys know, we always wrap up a Lego game with a live stream where I purchase all the characters and the red bricks. So we'll transition into that and finish that up. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday will belong to Spyro. And by then I should have the majority, if not all of the game completely recorded. And then I'll go back and edit it. Now, this has been a team effort. This has actually been a training exercise. Now, Reese helped me out and really did a lot of effort and did a lot of due diligence recording as far as getting stats and trying to figure out the different collectibles, how we should get them, where they were, and even helped me scout and decide which way we were going to go to get them in the video. So he's kind of learning and like shadowing with me, And so this time we took it one step further. I'm kind of shadowing him, but I'm also leading, right? So I'm telling him what to do, but he's physically playing. So after this is done, if this does okay, we're going to likely continue with Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. However, the thought is, and this isn't for sure, but the thought is that Reese will graduate from just being a recorder to actually being a producer, and that he might actually be the voice behind Spyro 2, or if not 2, maybe 3. That's the goal. So, some people in the chat will tell you sometimes the family business isn't always something you want to be a part of. I won't point out any names of people who don't desire to work for their parents, but there's at least one. And this case, I think Reese is learning that a job ain't nothing but work. And if he can find a way and get involved and help me grow the channel to a point where, there could potentially be a paycheck for him versus like a compensation for a project, right? Then I think he's realizing that would be something that he would prefer to do versus going and pounding nails or something that's exerting energy. He's a teenager, he doesn't like to do much. And I'm not trying to put him under the bus or anything. I'm legit saying, like, I'm honored that he is adapting and starting to hang and play and job shadow with me. And I got to be honest, old man Brian Brain strikes a lot, and he doesn't suffer from that. And so watching him get all these gems and do these runs and nailing it, I mean, I think we had to do one level where we had some edits. It wasn't even like a redo. It was like, there's this jump that's hard to hit, but it's easily edited, and so he missed it the first time and had to run back around. But other than that, he's like nailed it. I'm feeling like I might be out of a job here pretty soon. So anyways, I see Teflon. What's up? Trevor, what's going on? Let's see here. Enderman's showing up. Josh too. What's up, guys? Matt, I see you guys all. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring you. Just trying to get through the meat and potatoes here, and then we'll go ahead and discuss other things and talk about New Year's and what everybody's doing or did and that kind of stuff. All right, so Spyro, it's coming. It's in the works. We're almost done with Lego Indy, and I know some of you are tired of it. Some of you are loving it. Can't wait for me to get to Lego Indy 2, and that's in the future, but not immediately. So, all right, bye, Spyro. That was the majority of the video for the first level, so you guys have kind of seen that. There's some, actually, you know what? I told you guys there was no breaking news. That's not true. There's actually 2 last-minute additions that I threw in that could be considered breaking news. And then, of course, you know, the Spyro, getting to see that gameplay for the first time. You know, it exists, I promise. And there you go. You get to see it. All right, next up, we're going to take a quick look at the stream schedule. This is sort of this week and potentially next week. I swear to God, if one of you even comments about Thursday, I'm buying a plane ticket and a mask, and I'm going to pay you a visit. You know who you are. All right. So, here's what we're looking at. So, yes, tomorrow's game is officially revealed. I already told everybody on Sunday, and then I mentioned it again on Monday. But it seems like some of you have Old Man Brian Brain as well, because some of you were like, what game is Friday? I totally forgot. And now you're seeing this, and you're going, oh, I forgot. I remember now. Yes, Robert, I'm talking to you. In fact, hey, Robert, I have an informant that's touching down in Vegas at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Say something. I dare you. Say, I just wish your PS5 hadn't shown up yet. I wish it was showing up tomorrow because I'd send him over there. My buddy Jordan, one of my closest, longest, bestest friends that I still talk to from like the old high school days and stuff. You know, from round 2 basically, because he's one of the, I would say he was probably one of the first 15 or 20 people I met when I moved to Staten to kind of restart my life as a teenager. And he's going. We were just talking about it right before stream because he actually messaged me about Doom, and was like, bro, and I was like, yeah, and so we were talking back and forth about that because he's a big fan too, and so anyways, he was like, yeah, I'm going to Vegas, and last time we saw him like 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, he was like, yeah, I got invited to go to Vegas, and we were like, you're thinking about going on a plane to Vegas? Hey, what the crap's happening? I know Raised had said there's been a couple of times where zombies are popping up on screen. That is totally not me doing that. It is not me doing that. I went and I actually went and spent a good hour last night. You can ask the wife. I spent a good hour last night fixing that stuff because I got a message from Raised, and Raised said, you know, hey, I got some zombies popping up, and I was like, zombies? I don't know what that means. And she said, and I also noticed that we haven't had any new subscribers on stream for a while. And I went, what? And so I went and I looked, and it was all set up. Everything was good. But when I hit the test button, it actually showed the zombie, which is one of the default gifts that they offer. And so I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? So I spent a bunch of time. And let me test something real quick. Let me see if I can throw a test. Because last night I was testing it, and it was working great. And now it appears to be like broken again. I saw the zombie. I saw it on the screen in front of me, which normally I don't have the screen here, so I'd be talking to, like, you know, the TV that I'm playing games on or whatever. In this particular case, I saw it though, and so now I know. I mean, I figured it out once I got to the notifications and saw that it was all wonkadoo. Let me run a test. Here we go. So it's not gonna be a real one. Here's a test sub. See? So from what I can tell, it's set up so that when I get a new subscriber, it should pop up. Now here's a test donation. What happens when I do a test donation? Thank you, John. That's a fake. That's not real, but you could see. Technology. Oh, technology. Leo asks about Lego Batman 1. That is also on our radar, but not in the immediate future. The way it's going to work is kind of like this. There is a possibility, assuming that May 4th, and that's not official, but assuming May 4th is the actual release date for Lego Skywalker. We don't know that, but assuming it is, I'd still give them their 90 days or whatever that I've been talking about, that I feel that all games at least have 90 plus days of like marketing and talking about and awareness. And so we still have time for that, right? It should be starting pretty soon. You know, but I've also heard too, I saw a video that popped up yesterday, clickbait probably. It said, I think it said like April 2nd or something like that. Whatever day it was a Tuesday, and I don't know where the information came from. I didn't bother clicking it because I didn't want to give that dude a view in any kind of thinking that I actually would ever watch. I don't do those clickbait videos. I don't do most videos, but I don't do those clickbait videos for reals. And so, but the thought is that we will do Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 as a build up until we get to Skywalker. Once Skywalker comes, if we're not done with whatever project we're doing, we're going to sever that, at least slow it down and really focus on, you know, do like 5 videos of Skywalker, then 1 video to complete whatever series that is. Unless it's just killing it. If it's killing, if it like Spyro 2 is getting like gajillions of views, which isn't going to happen, but if it did, then potentially we would focus on that too. But the plan in a perfect world is that, you know, we would be doing that. So, hey, I see that there's only a handful of likes. I mean, we got at least double, if not triple the amount of people here that have liked it. You guys could click that. I don't really focus on that, but it is something that as I've been talking to Fullscreen more and more, my network partner, kind of like my umbrella corp, you know, they give me pointers and send me like PDFs and information about how to YouTube and how to optimize things. And that's one thing that they said. They were like, you know, your likes seem to have gone down. Oh, bro, you got me there. I don't even want to talk to you right now. I don't even want to talk to you. I did, but it wasn't intentional. I had every intention, and as you guys saw, it just wasn't happening. Anyways, so just switching gears, you know, you guys know kind of the expectation of the next few months of what we're going to be doing as far as projects, you know, our stream schedule. I'll pop it up again. This is until further notice. I mean, G.I. Joe was not a huge hit. Apex is starting to slow down a little bit as far as views. At the same time, it's also gaining as subscribers, which it's hard to me to tell what I should do with that. And then also, you know, Watch Dogs. I probably got 1, maybe 2 streams left of that before I platinum. And then, you know, Resident Evil 3. I don't know what I'll do. I think Fresh Fingers next week. I might be able to do it. I don't know. And then tomorrow we're going to check out Left 4 Dead. I've got a small team assembled to go ahead and crash through the streets of the zombies. And then Sunday we'll finish up the week with, you know, Lego Harry Potter. So keep in mind that Lego Harry Potter Sunday is the only day that's different. Every other day, including, you know, both channels, it's all 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time till 2 is goals. At this point, it's not going to change, really, but it might. So, all right, moving right along. I do want to touch base on this. This is a tough one for me. It really is. Like, seriously. Today, right after the stream, I was reading through some stuff and scrolling through Facebook, and one of my buddies had posted R.I.P. to a legend. And then he had an album cover, one of my favorite albums. And I was like, what? What happened? So I Googled, and what a year. What a year. For those of you who don't know who MF Doom is, he is a musician, an artist, an MC, a beatboxer, a comic book enthusiast. Dude is unreal with his rhymes. I talk about him often. I just got, for Christmas, my wife and son got me like an MF Doom sticker pack, you know, with all the masks and some artwork. I got 2 new t-shirts. I was wearing one yesterday on stream. I mean, I'm just straight gutted. I mean, I've been waiting for like 2 years. There's an album that's been in the works, and I've been waiting for it. Christmas was just here. There's an album that he made, Christmas with Doom. And if you haven't heard it, YouTube it. It's got some of the classics songs, like beats. It's got some samples from like Charlie Brown. And that's one of the things that I loved about him was he was so connected to pop culture, but the earliest of pop culture. And Doom really prided himself on being the villain. And I mean, so much that this is real, so much that he refused to pay taxes because he didn't believe that the government was doing anything that deserved. So he opted not to. They kicked his ass out of the United States. He's originally from London, moved here, grew up in New York. Brother was killed early, became a famous rapper, moved back to London after his whole tax thing. During this whole thing, he used to have live shows, performances, and he always wore a mask. You can see the mask that he wore. He had variations of it, but you know, metal face was the deal. Metal face Doom, and he wore that mask. So what he would do is he would send an imposter in to do his shows. He wouldn't even go. He'd pay somebody, and then the people would find out, and they'd be like, boo! They'd boo the hell out of him, and the guy would get ran out of the place. And so, like, again, that villain persona. A lot of his music, especially, like, Victor, he's got an album called Victor. He's also got, you know, a couple early Doom ones. They're all snippets from the old 60s, like stuff you used to get on record or hear on the radio, like your parents or your grandparents, depending on how old you are. Stuff that was before my time. Yeah, old. You know, snippets of this stuff talking about Doom and all these sound effects and things like it's so awesome. And unfortunately, he actually passed away October 31st, so Halloween. And they're just now releasing this info, which is crazy. You know, but I am serious. Like, he is so talented with his rhyme schemes. If you ever want to see, like, there's some videos out there, like how they have color code his words, and it's like, there's only one other person that's ever even really been compared to him on the level. Like, some people can do it for one song or here or there or whatever. But I mean, you know, as far as using new words, new vocabulary, being there's only a couple people. Like Eminem's one of them that has been compared to his rhyme schemes, just because everything becomes a rhyme on, and it's crazy. And so, anyways, unfortunately, my favorite artist has passed away. So, rest in peace, Doom. All right, so we're gonna switch. And we're gonna just appreciate some people real quick. I don't have a full list. Like, to be honest with you, I planned to pull it up right here, so I'm gonna try to do it right now. But I gotta give a couple of shout outs. First of all, hey, it's the end of the year. I want to thank all my mods. Okay, I know some of you hear it more than others. I can acknowledge that, and I think it's just because our interactions are a little more frequent than others. But I mean, you know, Mike, Joey, you know, Raised, Paz. I mean, although Nom doesn't don the blue ink yet, it's inevitable. You know, Kirsten. I mean, my mods have really helped me through a tough year. Through the busiest year, we've actually hit some milestones. I mean, we had over 100 viewers on stream at one point this year. That's mind-blowing to me. I mean, it's still crazy to me that we have over 100,000 subs, and I still struggle to get 100 people. I still don't understand it, but accepting that and moving on from that and continuing to trudge through it and fight to get those higher numbers. I mean, we've seriously grown this year, and I seriously owe a lot to, you know, to the mods, you guys. So thank you so much, viewers as well. But you know, the mods have helped corral and redirect and have kept, you know, duels and heists and things going and under control. And so I just want to thank all of you guys. Now, moving on to, I also want to thank all of our members. Right now, we currently have 35 members. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, so I just want to give shout outs to the people who have been a member for over a year now. We actually launched them last December. And so this December, if you had stayed current all 12 months, you hit your year. So big shout outs to Hannah. Big shout outs to Paige. Big shout outs to Kirsten. Big shout outs to Shane. Big shout out to Joey. Some of these people are already people that I've already shouted out. And then we've got a couple of runner-ups as well. We've got a lot that are in the 11-month. Emma, Tony, Josh, who's here right now. Alex is here right now, too. Thank you guys for being long time. You guys are real close. Looks like... okay, so there was a little hang-up in between some stuff here. I haven't really actually spent a bunch of time here. Occupied's right there at 10 months, too. You know, and the list goes on and on and on. There's a handful of other people, and then it goes all the way back to 0. So, hey, there's more people that are members, and I'm not trying to, like, neglect you or whatever, but you'll get your time when you hit your 1 year. It'll notify us on stream. It'll also pop up, you know, on a future game break as well. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that. And oddly enough, you know, there may be some transitioning here in the next couple of months. I with everything that's been going on and how my pace has been, I've been pretty comfortable with my workload, and so I haven't done any badges. I haven't done any planning. Like, I don't have like a list of things that I'm trying to do, which normally by this time I do for 2021 for the next year, right? I don't have that, so I'm gonna try to get some of that stuff rounded up and all gooder and but yeah, so you know. Beyond that, whoa, Brian, thank you so much. Pajamas with a $10 super chat. I know, I needed to. You don't need to donate. I greatly appreciate it, though, and thank you so much. My bills are open. Yeah, good thing you clarified that, because Mom might be like, hey. Hey. I don't know if you noticed, too, one last thing. I did tilt all my lights to green. Doom's dominant color for most of his stuff was green. And so the mic's green. I can make it whatever color I want. I was going to play with that a little bit before we get out of here, too. You know, but, you know, green lights, green. I got my green mouse going, too. You know, so Daniel DeMille, Dumoulin. So, we got Patreon shout-out still. I've got a super, super secret surprise for you guys. And it's really just like, listen, I absolutely hate teaser trailers. I hate it when a Gamescom is going on and there's all this hype about a game or whatever, and then it's just a stupid teaser trailer. You wait like 3 hours, 7 guys talk, it keeps bouncing back and forth. You finally get to see something, and it's just stupid little teaser. Sometimes it's blurry, sometimes it's stupid little teaser. Oh, I hate teasers so much. That being said, I do have a teaser for you. So you guys let me know if you want me to handle the Patreon stuff first and then get to that. I see we're falling off. We're about every minute we're losing 2 or 3 more people. We were just rocking 30 plus according to the numbers here, and now we're at half that. So, and again, those numbers could be totally wrong. I still haven't seen the likes go up either. Nobody's clicked the like button at all. So at least I mean, my end may not show it. YouTube's kind of wonky. So, nobody's really responding, so I'm just going to get into the Patreon stuff. I'll come back to the teaser. And it's terrible. It really is. It's terrible. But it's also intriguing. So, hey, this month was pretty standard. We actually didn't have anybody jump on or off of our Patreon. So, big shout-outs to... Technical difficulties. Big shout outs to these guys right here. All these guys have supported at $5 and up for a majority of the year, if not 2, 3, 4 years. You guys don't understand how much it means to me that you guys support, and whether it's just the shout out in the video, whether it's for other reasons, regardless, I just wanted to thank you guys, like, seriously, a lot. You know, each month I look at Patreon and it's not like I can't retire off of it or anything. You guys can publicly see what I make too. It's roughly $100 to $200 is where I've kind of fluctuated for the last 2 years. And you know, it helps a lot, like stuff like this and this, and like, you know, as you guys know, the YouTube game is really not as kind to the smaller guys like me. I mean, people like Pewds, I'm sure he's killing it, making hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Noah J, hundreds of thousands, if not millions. There's lots of people out there that this game is really kind to. And I hope to get there. With with your guys' help and me continuing to push forward, and without some super terrible tragedy like dying or something. I mean, I don't plan on stepping down or walking away. I mean, I do love what I do. I hit walls all the time of frustration or content creation or whatever, whether it's because of a person, because of a staff member, because I do, and it's not always their fault. It's just often it's things I've done wrong or said wrong that have triggered responses or leaving, or there's all sorts of things. And so this has been a huge learning experience for me, and I'm going into my 10th year doing it. October 13th or 15th or whatever will literally be 10 years that I've been doing this. I don't know that we'll have 5,000 videos by then, but probably not. I mean, if we're averaging one a day and we got 300 days or so before we get there, give or take, I mean, that's 300 more videos. We might hit that 4,000 peak, especially if Restart's uploading too. But yeah, so YouTube is not working at all for me. Like, Brian's super chat is still 100% full, which is great. I'm glad that for once it's, and then it just disappeared as soon as I said that. What is happening? The bar usually depletes, and it didn't deplete on my end at all. And then I said that, and it disappeared. Again, I'm still seeing like way crazy numbers that don't make any sense. But yeah, so back to the Patreon stuff. Big loves, big shout outs. This month we have 5. No particular order, but we got Zaria. Thanks for the Patreon support. Much love. Hopefully you have a great new year. Michael Cosberg. I thought we might see Michael in the stream today. I keep checking the stream to see. I was kind of almost stalling out for the Patreon to see, because I know he often pops in. He lives a long way away, and closer to Gray actually, and definitely tomorrow. So he's probably like, "What are you doing? It's already January." But anyways, yes, and then April White. Thank you so much, April. Much love. Man, paths need to cross soon, not later. I hope everything's okay on your side. Mine's pretty good. And I've got some hurdles, but I'll be fine. Obviously, I'd love to hear from you. So, April, no pressure. My bad for not sending initially. I said last month I think I was going to, and I didn't. So, my bad. I'll try to get on that. That'll be my New Year's resolution to write to April. Last but not least, we've got Bonnie Miller. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for your patronage. And yeah, so that is our $10 hollers. that's what it is. Is that stupid? Should I call it that? $10 hollers? Oh boy. I showed up in the instant I noticed I'm gone. What? Oh, yes. With the super, yes. Gotcha. All right. So, anybody got any last minute like stories or suggestions or questions or anything like that? I know there's a teaser still. I haven't dropped that. I haven't forgotten. Old Man Brian Brain's not that bad. But we are pretty much at the end. I mean, I don't where are we at now. We're at 40 minutes. So I told everybody it was going to be quick. 30 to 60 minutes. Generally, it goes way beyond that. But I got through most of the stuff. I even slipped in the whole Doom thing, too, because that was not planned. I mean, I legit found out about that 30 minutes. Like, I was... Obviously, I turned on some Doom, and I know I've been talking about rhyming and stuff. Like, let's see here. I just want to like share like a quick acapella. Listen. I don't. If this gets copyrighted and Daniel makes some money off me, that would be wonderful. Daniel's family, right? That would be wonderful. But I talk about double rhymes and stuff. Just for a hot second, listen to this, and just some of it might not even make sense to you. The metaphors are deep, and it sometimes takes me 2, 3, 4 listens to actually grasp every line, every bar. But like, listen to this.
Villain man never ran with crows in his hand and won't stop rocking till he clocked in a gazillion grand. Tilling the wasteland sands, raps on backs of treasure maps, stacks to the ceiling fan. He rests on these ashes, ask him after 10 miles in his galoshes, smash his stashes. Chip on his shoulder with a slip-on holster, a clip A folder and his grip on a boulder bolster they supposed to know. His show in his aura glow. Get from out the road when he get dough was horrible. Time is money, spend, wait, save, invest, the fest. The 10 case of cave a chicken chest S. Yes, y'all the double get your trickles. The best ballers pitch in and rub to get a nickels. But tut tut.
I mean, he just goes and he just spits these lines, these bars after bars after bars after bars. And man, every week I'm like telling the wife, when are we gonna get a new Doom album? And like, I guess the one good thing that might come out of this is that oftentimes when an artist passes, that tons of unreleased stuff will hit the market. It's never the stuff that we want to have, you know, like not when we want it. And it's probably not tweaked and twisted and finalized like he would have wanted it, you know, because like when, you know, he would write a rhyme and then rewrite it like 10 times before he would even spit it to anybody. And there's like this whole Red Bull interview where he's getting interviewed for like an hour. It's just mind-blowing. Like I'm probably gonna watch it again tonight, honestly. I'll probably watch it with Reese and the wife. He was just so different, so unique. Big moment, big moment. All right, you guys ready? Teaser. All right, so as I mentioned, what the crap is happening? As I mentioned, roughly 2 years ago. Okay, hold on, my stuff's not working now. Okay, I think I got it figured out now. Roughly 2 years ago, in fact, it'll be 2 years next month, a piece of my childhood was found. And you guys have heard the story a million times, but I was one of the original Fox Kids Club members. It happened by chance. It was a series of things that were just right place, right time. I didn't like try out. It wasn't like a sports phenom. There's nothing. It was just, I was a neighbor and I was a model. Bam. I checked some boxes. So, anyways, this tape was found. Long story short, it was taken to a professional to be captured. It was then months before I heard anything, and when I inquired about it, I was told it was lost. And then for Christmas, I actually was given a DVD that had the tape on it. And so basically the story is this, though. The person who captured, so basically somebody took this old VHS tape, threw it in a VCR, and just hit record. They didn't track, they didn't try to adjust, they didn't do anything. And the quality is terrible. So it's so bad that it's actually postponed me doing a full video of it, and that's why we're ending up with like a teaser. So as it turns out, there were 2 tapes. And again, you guys have heard this, most of you have. One of them was actually given to me from Fox when I did the commercial back in 1987. And just a crappy demo reel VHS. Light tape, not even full. And anyways, then fast forward many years, or I guess during that same era, my wife and her brother had a VCR, and they used to record cartoons and TV shows, and somehow at one point they had hit record during the My Fox Kids Club intro. And so there is one spot, I guess, at the beginning of a tape that, like, you know, it came on at like 7 in the morning, and it looked like they hit record at like 7 in the morning. And so it caught like the last 10 seconds of the 30-second bit. So this commercial is actually 30 seconds long, and it ran every day for years. This is just the end. So the grand finale, you're going to see, I'm spoiling the grand finale. So there's like 20 more seconds, and there are other people involved. It's not just me, okay? But this last scene right here, this teaser that you're about to get, that's going to be super blurry and gross, it's It's gonna be pixely, and you're gonna anybody who's ever watched a VCR or VHS tape, Betamax, whatever, anybody who's ever watched an old tape like that, you're gonna see the grains and be like, "Oh, I remember that. That's gross." Ready? Here we go. That's me. That's me. Green screen.
The program normally scheduled at
Seriously.
this time.
You ready
will
for
not
this?
be seen
I don't know how this
in
ended
order
up
to-
there, but check this out. SOCOM! Seriously. The people who recorded, the professionals that did this, are Allied Video. Allied Video was where I learned to edit. I worked for them. I apprenticed for them for about a year and a half, like 16, 17 years ago. During that time, the guy who owned it lived in this room. He rented it from my mother-in-law, and he helped me record and edit and learn how to make videos. And he was super helpful. Big shout out to Dan. Dan never watches our stuff, but so anyways, I feel like Dan snuck that in at the end. Like, I feel like he was like, you know what? Brian's gonna love this. But one more time. So again, there's 25 or 30 seconds. No, the whole thing is 30 seconds. This is probably 10 seconds. So there's probably 20 seconds left of, and it's, you know, and that right there, and here I come floating across in the Kids Club logo. I have no idea why they chose me, why I ended up being there. I really don't. I really don't. I actually have, you know what's really funny? Another fun fact for you. So that yellow shirt, it was mine. I wore it that day. They didn't have a wardrobe or anything. Like, I wore that to there. And I'm pretty sure, I'm almost sure, I'll see if I can service it. I'm pretty sure that I have a family photo with my dad when it was just he and I, where like, I'm like all posing in this weird shirt. I think that's the shirt I'm wearing. I'll have to find out. It'll be pretty fun. One last time. Teaser. And again. So I hope to, I've rounded up a VHS player that has an HDMI out.
The program normally
It's not
scheduled at this
mine. I don't
time
have
will
it
not be
yet, but I
seen.
know
In
where
order
to get it, and I'll be picking it up maybe this weekend. If I can get that, my hope is that I can plug my tape in, and that that I will be able to, you know, work some tracking, and then get it better. So, like I said, that's my highlight of it. There is more. My best friend Jason Marabella, growing up, is in it. His dad was actually one of the network producers that made it all possible. Jason's sister Marcy is in it. Jason's cousin Adam is also in it. And then there was two other producers or people that worked at Fox in Portland that had kids that were roughly the same age. And I don't remember either of their names, but there's two other people, a young lady and another young man. And they, yeah, but like Adam gets chased across the screen by the logo. Jason's got a pocket, you know, a pocket in his shirt, and he looks down in his pocket, and he looks up, and the Fox Kids Club, you know, logo pops out of his shirt. And then there's like a scene where I'm totally just like doing this. There's three people on screen that phase in, and they're all dancing, and then they slowly fade out, and three more pop in, and they're all dancing. I'm one of those. So, you know, it's totally dumb, but totally fun. And like I said, I hope to actually get to a point where I can deliver a better product. Because, I mean, let's be honest, Nom's probably out there going, that ain't you, bro. That ain't you. You know, and for what it's worth, you know, he's got a point. It's pretty grainy.
The program normally scheduled at this time will not be seen. In order to...
Lock that. Where's that Google again? See if I can make it ginormouser. The good old days.
The program normally...
But yeah, so Anyways, that's it from your high school years. Yeah, as you can tell, I was not quite in high school yet. I was working on it. But hey, honestly, that's all I got and more for this month. Big shout outs and love to all you guys, seriously. I know a lot of you, Adam and a few others, watch this after. I know there's another Adam chilling, I think, too, in the stream. But regardless, I know that there's a handful of you that watch this later, and just know that you're just as appreciated as the people that are here too. I'd like to remind you guys again, hit that like button. Maybe you have. I'm not seeing it on my end, but it's also telling me that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Yet I'm sending out solid 3,500, 3,800, 3,200, 3,300. It's a solid 3K or better, which should be plenty to get the stream going and staying. What I think I just realized? I don't think I ever tweeted. Did I tweet? It's going down right now! It says it's starting right now, but it's ending right now. Sorry. But I wanted to get that out there, otherwise I'll forget. One last little thing. Let me check my tracking here. I've got some other desktop ambient lights that are kind of like this. Yeah, Wednesday. Not good. Let's see. Anybody else? Got any questions or nothing? Wait, what's this? Brian says a game that is multiplayer that seems right up your alley. It's called Shell Shocked Live. It's 56 trophies, I believe, and $6.99. I also think, not sure that there's a story mode to it. Nom says nope. It's straight up multiplayer. If it, let me see here. I guess I can look it up real quick. Shell Shocked Live. Is that? Oh, is it on Steam? Is it a Steam only game? Doesn't look like it's on PlayStation. Huh. It's like tanks and stuff? Like the old school tanks? Listen, I don't totally hate the concept of PC games, especially if a controller, is supported. But I definitely don't gravitate towards those. Oh, it does say on PS4. It does say that. I'm seeing that now. I didn't see it on the bio page for Google. What has all the stats, the dev, all that, release date, and everything. It doesn't say that. It just says Microsoft. At least I didn't see it if it did. Looking for Flash versions? Holy cow, there's a Flash version. It looks simple enough, but also like potential for like laughter. Looks like it's $5 on Steam. On sale right now. And what am I doing wrong? Is it just me? Or when you use the browser to, let me see if I'm just going about this wrong. And why they would do it this way is, I guess, the better question. When you end up, if you Google search, or in this case, I just clicked a link directly from the website of the developer, of the game itself, right? I clicked the link to buy PS4. That's what the button said. Buy on PS4. So I clicked it, and it took me to an information page of the browser. And I know that from that page, it doesn't give you a purchase button or anything. There's no way to grab it. And so now I'm in the game. But this is, I wish you guys could see this. Because there's no purchase button. There's no nothing. So I have no idea how much it is. I just wonder why the web browser has, like, they changed it, I know, and they improved a lot of things. But why is it so hard to find if I wanted to buy this right now, I can't even spend my money. Like, I'm gonna have to go into the PlayStation itself and probably do it that way. But I have 70 minutes on that game. Nice. That's dope. Is it fun? Nice. You're rewatching the Little Big Planet 3? Sweet. It's Worms with tanks. I like that new Worms game. You know, anybody else play that? I only played the tutorial, and I liked it. Todd said he played it, or Tude said he played it, and he was not a fan. He said, it seemed like a game for Harrison, his boy. It's like, I think Harrison would like it. So, but yeah, as it sits, the plan is Left 4 Dead 2 tomorrow. I do have a team, and I will be ready to rock. I mean, if everything goes well, there's always a possibility. I would say there's probably a 50-50 chance. You guys hearing this? A 50-50 chance that I might not stream tomorrow. At this point, I do plan on it. I do. But I'm laying a cushion there. It's been a long, crazy, hard year. It's the end of the year. My wife's only got like 2 or 3 more days off before she has to go back. And I don't want to get into that, but it has not been nice to her this year. This distance learning for special ed is multiple times harder. Multiple. And, you know, she is amazing, as you guys know. She's my rock, my light, my thingy thing. And, you know, she definitely deserves it. So, I may take tomorrow off to kind of just focus on, like, maybe going to the beach or something. Go see my mom at the coast, or, you know, go drive by and egg Nom's new place, or, you know, something along those lines. I don't know. Like I said, just know that there is a possibility that tomorrow might not happen. I don't plan on doing anything tonight. I don't plan on getting hammy-hammed or drunky-drunk or anything like that. But, you know, it might get pretty hype over here. I don't know. I might be up all night listening to Doom. I don't know. I might fall asleep in 20 minutes. Might not even make it to midnight. So, let me know tonight so I can sleep in. Did some 2v2 with friends. Nice. My sis goes on Monday back to work. Here's my addy. Try me. Oh, bro. Don't tempt me. We got a Costco card, and they do sell eggs. I'm just saying. I also have a friend that owns a little chicken coop that has pretty frequent eggs. And I got a teenager that can just rocket those things. Anyways. Hey, guys. Enjoy your New Year's. If you haven't already, I'll see you soon. You guys know the drill. Head on over to any of our social medias. If you have not already, please check out happythumbsgaming.com. Let's try this again. Please head on over to happythumbsgaming.com. Woohoo! It worked! All right, much love. I guess that's it. See you next year.